My name is Matthew Groves and I am an educator and a studio artist. Japanese Kamakura sculpture is sculpture from a period of time, 11th to 13th century in Japan. Artists at that time were trying to create art which was more kind of realistic, less stylized, very extreme as well in some ways, even though the attempt was realism as a way to communicate a message, but also really so quite extreme body positions and expressions, you know, to evoke some kind of feeling as well. Rock on is one of those where you can use a technique where you roll clay together, and if you keep rolling it, different colored clays, they become very thin, you know, the striations. It starts to look like it couldn't have been made by hand. It looks natural, like natural rock. And that's what, and clay comes from rock. You know, clay comes from granite, which becomes feldspar, which becomes clay. And because everything changes over time, it's a kind of reference to that beautiful thing about ceramics, which is it's rooted in the earth. There's also a quote, you know, from, what's his name? It was Kurt Vonnegut, but I've never read Kurt Vonnegut. When I chose the title of the show, it's always a good idea to research your title to see if anything like really negative comes up, so you don't get associated with it. And, but his quote came up from one of his books, and it was just a really lovely quote, and it was basically about saying to a baby, you know, welcome to Earth, and essentially saying, you know, it's crowded, and you're going to live on the surface, and you're only going to live for about 100 years. But if you make ceramics, ceramics can last for 2,000 years. So it's a way of, making ceramics is a way of perhaps outliving your life.